Hello and welcome back to Blackout Motorsports. After an underwhelming batch of cars from patch 1.56, we have the weekly challenges from February 28th, 2025. No themes this week, just racing, so let's get into it. Our first race was a Sunday Cup at the Red Bull Ring short track. For this race, we used a narrow-bodied 67 Alfa Romeo Giulia. As I get older, I'm starting to have an appreciation for these older cars, and the Giulia is no exception. For this build, we did mostly power mods with a few handling mods thrown in. This is because even on the short track, Red Bull has some long stretches of fast road, and I didn't want to be left behind. That proved to be a good strategy, and I was able to dominate this race, even with some rain coming down towards the middle of lap 2. Easy win for me, and on to the next one. Race 2 is an American Sunday Cup at Grand Valley Highway. For this race, I picked the Tesla Model S, if only because I literally never used it since it came to GT7. The Stage 5 weight reduction was from a roulette a long time ago, but everything else is bought today to bring the performance point value to the limit. You might want to add a little front anti-roll bar to make it less oversteery in the longer corners. Another easy race though, and then it's on to the next one. Race 3 was a turbo sports cars race at Interlagos. For this one, I used an R34 GTR tuned up like the new HKS Resto mod, the Dimension Z. Eventually I'll do a separate video on this build, so I won't get too much into detail here. This car destroyed the rest of the AI field. However, I had to redo the race because I didn't record it the first time. I'm real proud of this build, and I can't wait to bring it to you in its own video. If you made it this far, give it a like for the algorithm and stick around as there's more to come. Race 4 was a one-make race at the Village to show off one of the new cars from the patch, the Peugeot 205 GTI. I didn't spend much time in this car as I'm not a fan, but that did make the racing a little more interesting. The performance was set close to its AI competitors, and I had to fight to get to first before the end of the last lap. It was a fun race with a boring car. Last but not least was the WRC Gr.B race at Trial Mountain. For this race, I decided to double down on Peugeot and use the 205 rally car to compete. I did add some better tires and suspension adjustments to make it more roadworthy and to reduce the oversteer everywhere tendencies it has. Once racing, I pitted at the end of lap 6 for fuel only as I still had plenty of tire left, and cruised to victory even over the Audi S1 rally car that outpaced me on the long straights. The most fun race in the challenge, and a great way to wrap up the week. If you found this video interesting or helpful, go ahead and subscribe and check out my other playlists for more fun and helpful guides. Thanks for watching, and happy racing.